So I want to show you my neighborhood, and this is my house, front yard here, and we have the garage where the wife and Zoe is working on a project. You can see there, that's my green screen that I created in order to make my videos. This is my little man cave that I'm working on, my Boba Fett in a bikini painting. This is my king's chair. Paid about $900 with shipping for that. So let's go in the house. So the first thing you'll know when you need to buy a new house, washing machine and dryer. Didn't come with the house. So with shipping and everything and setup, about $1,500. So this is the kitchen. A lot of people, they always want granite. Everybody's granite. I like the wood. I think granite's a waste of money, but that's your choice. So we're gonna walk through here. Yes, we keep up our Christmas tree all year round. We just like it. There's the fish aquarium with my fish in it. And this is the living room. As you can see, we have a lot of pictures on the wall. A lot of things up. There's the fireplace with my real Van Goghs. No, just kidding. Fake Van Goghs. We have all our pictures up for the family. And we have 2 bedrooms back here and a bathroom. And then the master bedroom and master bath back there. I'm not going to show you that because that's private. So let's go in here. This is my favorite place in the house. This is my sun porch. We have a grill right there, a sink, and a wonderful hammock. And my birthday was recently, so that's my favorite picture of me and my daughter that my wife made for me for my birthday. And I like the sun porch. I like a lot of plants. So as you can see, we got ferns hanging up. Ferns. I love ferns. And got some pictures there to make you feel like you're at the beach. And another fern. So let's go here to the backyard. So as you can see, we have a pool. And a lot of lawn furniture. Back here, when we first moved in, we had to replace that pump, so that cost about $600. Not a big deal. Come over here, we built a little walkway to the back gate that I keep locked because of the pool. And then again, you see the pool. We got a nice palm tree. Our sago palm died during the winter storm, but it's starting to come back. This is, as you can see here, there's a little bit of a slope to the yard. So I built this retaining wall myself, and we planted a lot of different, I want it to be tropical back here, so we planted, I got some banana trees and some different things. You got to have flamingos. So, and my daughter put shells all over the ground so you can see the shells. And just very tropical to go along with the palms and the pool and everything. Little Aloha surfing board. And then, of course, you got to have your, bird feeder and your wind chimes, which are nice to listen to, and some more lawn pool furniture. And then these are some more plants that I planted, some elephant ears, some tropical plants. So, this house we got for, it was $180,000, but I offered 20 over because of the way everything's going. And we were able to get it. So now that you've kind of seen a quick tour of the house, I'm going to now tell you about why I think putting 20% down is your best bet if you want to be a first-time homeowner like me and buy your first house, and how it will save you so much money and how it will really make you feel more secure. Thanks. So I hope you liked the tour of my house. So now I want to get to the financial side of it. So you see, my house, like I said, was 180,000, and I offered 20,000 over, so I ended up paying 200 grand, and I put 20% down. And the reason I'm making this video is because now with the housing market going crazy like it is, and interest rates being so low, I see a lot of people saying that you don't need to put 20% down, but I'm going to show you why I think putting 20% down is advantageous and why in the long run it's financially better. So my house, like I said, I don't live in a mansion, but I got a nice house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, fireplace, garage, in a nice neighborhood, nice safe neighborhood. My neighborhood is rated A- for safety, so that's good. And it's rated A+ for school, so I really like that. I got a lot of things close to me, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, fast food, everything's close. So what me and my wife did, and we're not rich. I'm a nurse and my wife is a CNA. So together we made about $80,000 a year. So it took us 3 years. We ended up, and we were staying in a 3-bedroom apartment paying about $1,300 a month. We had a car payment. We had all the normal bills like everybody else. So we were doing just the same thing everybody else was doing. But we decided that we wanted to really start, living, way below our means. So we were able to save $75,000 in 3 years. And pretty much we did is we lived on mainly my wife's salary, and everything that I made just went into the bank as much as I could put in. So we sacrificed in order to be able to buy our house. And we bought our house. We closed on it on November the 10th, 2020. So we've only been in it a short time, and I am so happy to be in on my house. I love my house. So we put down for $200,000. We did, and I would tell anybody, I see a lot of articles now saying because of cash buyers and because of all these houses getting all these offers, forego inspection and all that. I wouldn't do that. The reason why is because, like, when we did our house, we did everything. The inspection was fine, but when we were doing the hydrostatic test that checks for leaks in the plumbing, we had a problem in the master bathroom, and the seller agreed to fix it. So really that was the only thing that we had a problem with. The seller fixed it, it passed the hydrostatic, and everything was good. And that cost me, doing all the tests, about $2 grand. Then I decided to cover closing costs to sweeten the deal, and the seller accepted that. So after all that was said and done, I put about, with my 20% down, about $38,000 to $40,000 with the inspections and the down and closing costs and all that. So it ended up being about 40 grand. I decided to pay the property taxes and my insurance separately. I didn't want it all into one big payment. I decided, because I'm really good at saving, so I decided to do it. I'll just pay the lump sums. So my insurance, even with the pool for a year, cost me $1,028, and I paid that all in one lump sum. And then I just got my taxes, and I homesteaded my house. So my taxes with my homestead exemption are going to be $2,900. So we had, like I said, 75 grand. So when I put the $40,000 down, that left us like 35,000. So what I told my wife is, we got 15 grand to play with to buy furniture and do all that stuff. And then 20 is like our emergency fund. So we did everything we did. We kept the 20 separate. And now, like I said, we've been in the house since last November, and this is April. I've managed to build the 20,000 back up to, I think we're at 28,000 now. So I put another 8 grand on top of that. And by my next paycheck, we'll be up past 30. So that's good. So I'm just going to keep building it back up. But what's remarkable, what a lot of people, hang on a second, what a lot of people don't believe me is when I tell them what my monthly payment is. And let me remind you, my apartment, I was paying $1,300 a month, not counting electric and water and cable. So here in my own house with a pool and a nice yard, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, all of that space, I'm paying $597 a month is my mortgage payment, $597. And I haven't paid $597 on anything like an apartment, any place to live since the 90s. And it cut my housing costs in half to buy a house. And that is amazing because that's like 1/10 of my monthly take-home pay. So you're able to save and do so much. And that's why, even though it's hard to save up that 20%, I say do it. Because when you save up that 20%, you could do a conventional loan, which I did. And my interest rate, I decided to do a 30-year, but it's not going to take me 30 years to pay it off because I've been paying extra. So right now, even though I just bought the house in November and I put the $40,000 down, you would think that, oh, Dave, you should owe 160-something thousand. No, I've been making extra payments on it, and I've got it down now to 143,000. That's where I'm at now. Started off 200 grand, put 40 down, and now I'm down to 143,000. So I plan on having this house paid off. I'm 47. I plan on having this house, unless something major happens, by the time I'm 50, this house is going to be paid for. I'm hoping. So that's why, like, putting the $597 with the $597 a month payment, it's like I can throw I've got so much extra cash that I can just throw on the house and get it paid off quicker. So, and the thing that I like putting the 20% down is I don't have to worry about PMI. And with the conventional loan, I was able to get an interest rate of 2.85% locked in for 30 years. That's amazing. And I didn't have like a great credit score. My credit score was only like 670. But the thing that was good about me is I had like my debt to income ratio was like I had no debt. I have one credit card that I paid off. I had student loans, paid them off, and I paid off our car before we decided to buy the house. So really, I had no debt. So it really saved me when I bought this house, even though I had a credit score of only 670. With the 20% down and no debt, freaking 2.85%, payment $597. And also, like, I live in an HOA, but my HOA is really awesome. I love the HOA. It's only $274 a year. So I'm good. $274 a year. That's nothing. So I understand, because I was buying right when the market was going crazy too. Me and my wife probably looked at 30 houses, and we would make offers and lose them. And then this house came along, and I did a lot of research, and I was like, man, this is perfect for us. I love the neighborhood. I love the house. We wanted a pool. It was perfect for us. And when my real estate agent told me it's 180, and I was like, offer 200 with closing costs. And he's like, seriously? And I'm like, yeah, 200 closing costs. And he offered it, and boom, within 3 days, we got it. And it really turned out great for us. Buying a house is cheaper than living in an apartment, I can tell you that. But I know it's hard to save up the 20%. But it took us, like I said, 3 years, and we saved 75 grand. But you can do it. We're just working class people. We're not rich. We didn't sell anything. It's just working and saving. And it's just advantageous to put the 20% down, because I have friends right now that have houses. I have a friend right now, his house is no bigger than my house, except he doesn't have a pool. He just got a regular 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. And his payment is $1,900 a month. $1,900. That is insane. Imagine the stress that comes with trying to pay a $1,900 payment every month. When with me, $597, shoot, I can make that payment in my sleep. That's nothing. $597. There's people out there that got car payments more than my house payment. So I'm telling you, the 20% is awesome. And it's just like the reason I didn't want to roll in the insurance and everything, because like I said, I'm really good at saving. But I knew that every month, if I had that low $597 payment, I could throw so much more on the principal because I make like $6,000 a month. So I'm like, man, or like $5,000 a month. And I'm like, man, I could throw so much on the principal. I could get it paid down so much quicker because $597, that's nothing. And you know, even with the pool, like I know people say, oh, pools are so expensive. It's not that expensive. Like I said, when we first moved in, the motor was messed up. It was whining. So I was like, I don't want to listen to that whine. It was an old motor. Boom. I bought a new one, $500 for installation and everything, $500. And, you know, my water bill it's averaging around $70 a month. And even with the pool, I don't run the pump all the time. I only run it at night. And my electric bill averages like $120, $130. And that's it, you know. And it's not that big of a deal. And me personally, you've seen all the stuff in the backyard. I've done all that, the retaining wall and the beds and the planting and everything. I like to work around the house. One reason I wanted to have a house is because with COVID and everything, I wanted to be able to spend more time at home and have the space. And I like working in the yard. I mow my own yard. I do the pool myself. I'm not going to pay somebody to take care of my house. It's my house. So I like doing it. I like mowing the yard. Why am I going to pay somebody a couple $100s a month to mow my yard when I can mow it myself? And why am I going to pay somebody a couple $100s a month to fix my pool when I can do it myself? Those are the things that you need to cut on so that you can afford to have the life that you want. And that's what I do. You know, I work. And what was great about this house is my wife, she was like a CNA for 12 years. And she was getting tired of being a CNA. It was wearing her out. It's hard on her back. It's hard work. And with us being able to buy this house and having these cheap payments like this, she's now a stay-at-home mom. You know, with COVID, my daughter's been doing homeschooling. So Cindy's been able to stay home. And it's cool because she can stay home, take care of the house. I work Monday through Friday, 3 to 11. I'm off on the weekends. And, you know, she cooks and has dinner ready for me. She takes care of washing. She takes care of Zoe's schooling. And she could just be a stay-at-home mom, which is cool because we have enough money. So I would tell anybody out there, I know right now it's hard to buy a house, but it's really smart to put the 20% down because it really saves you a lot of headache. And you qualify for a better loan. You know, with a conventional, the thing I like about conventional is since you're not going through the federal government, there's less regulations. If you go FHA, there's so many more, like when it comes to the inspection and everything, it's a pain in the ass. So I like dealing with a conventional loan because it's just, you get so much more freedom and you don't have to go through all the bull crap and all the bureaucracy red tape that you do when you're using the government as a financial partner. So I hope this video is informative. Like I said, I just wanted to make this video to show people that I know if you want to buy a house, if you do it the smart way, it can be a blessing because you don't want your house to be a financial burden. Like my friend, I love him to death, but $1,900, Jesus Christ. $1,900. Like when me and him were talking, because he's had his house for a couple years now, and when I told him, like, you know, he actually came over and seen my house, and, you know, he was like, oh, I love the pool and everything, and, you know, we were hanging out in the backyard, and he asked me, he was like, hey, you know, what's your monthly payment? And I said, and my friend's house cost the same amount as mine. His house, I think, was like $202. And when I told him what my monthly payment was, he about fell over dead. He couldn't believe it. Because my friend, he, you know, I think he put like $4,000 down on his house when he bought it. And he's got all this PMI bullshit and, you know, all of these other things. And he wrapped all of his insurance and taxes into the payment. And it's just $1,900. Whew. But so if you do it the smart way, then you can have a blessing for your home and you don't have to be stressed out. And you don't have to kill yourself. Who wants to work 70 hours a week? I don't want to work 70 hours a week. I want to be able to pay my bills and live my life 40 hours a week. So you can do it. So this is David, Zoe Zizzles. I hope you like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks. Bye.